Hey guys, what's up? I'm here with a review of a zombie horror film from 2008 from the director of the D is for Dogfight segment of ABCs of Death, which was one of my favorite segments of that film. And tonight's movie is Dead Girl. This movie is about two high school boys that discover an imprisoned woman in an abandoned mental asylum who can't die, who cannot be killed or anything like that. The film opens with Scott's. Damn, I'm already screwing up. With shots of a school, and these two guys who I assume are the main characters talking and messing around, checking out girls. Usual teenage activity. Instead of going to school, the dynamic duo end up cutting class and going to the mental asylum to hang out and drink and destroy shit. And on the way there, they are complaining and saying how gay everything is, and yeah, So they go to JT attempts to scare Ricky by going down into the tunnels and kind of disappearing. Um, the tunnels underneath the asylum, that is. He jumps out. At JT jumps out at Ricky. Ricky is not fazed by it. Then they're chased by a dog. So the two are chased um, through the tunnels, and they get kind of trapped in this small area. And they try to find a way out. They find a door that is blocked off by a bunch of stuff, and they decide, oh, maybe that's a way out. So they move it and go inside. Let me just. Okay, that's better. They decide to go inside and kind of try and find a way out. And then they find a corpse with tied to a bed with a sheet of plastic over it. The corpse soon starts to breathe beneath the plastic. One of them removes the plastic from her face, and once they remove the plastic, JT says, "Oh, she's beautiful," and starts to feel up the corpse. Ricky leaves. JT and the corpse alone, and the creepiness ensues with Ricky coming home and finding Clint, his mom's boyfriend, at the house drinking. Um, Ricky tells him off before leaving, going under the bridge to shoot a gun at random shit under the bridge. I guess that's what teenagers do. JT then tells Ricky about how he tried. Oh no, tells him, you gotta come to the asylum with me, something's going on, you have to see this. And he's like, dude, I don't want to see what you've done to this girl, just stop. Eventually he cons him into going there, and he sees, and then, JT tells him, I've already tried to kill her twice. And, Ricky does not believe it, and then JT takes Ricky's gun, and shoots her 3 times, and then Ricky passes out, and when he wakes up, the girl is still alive. And he talks about how he cracked her neck while beating her, trying to get her to shut up, and how he strangled her to death, and she still remained alive even after she died for like a minute or two. So they're like, okay, what should we do with her? And JT is just like, should we destroy her or should we keep her as like a personal kind of sex toy? And I'm just like, yeah, this is officially the second film about zombies and rape, except this time it's switched. The last one being Rape Zombie, Lust of the Dead. So Ricky goes to school that day. JT isn't at school. He goes to the library, reads up on death, talks to his teacher. Then he talks to his friend Wheeler, and he asks Wheeler what he wants to do. If he wants to hang out. Wheeler says that he possibly has a hot date. So Ricky then goes home, drinks a screwdriver, dreams about his crush Joanne, and then the dream kind of shifts to him dreaming about the dead girl. JT talks about how she isn't a real. No, that's not even up yet. He decides to go to the asylum to see what's up, and he finds Wheeler there, fucking the corpse, the living corpse. Um, Needless to say, uh, Ricky was pretty sickened by this, and JT and Ricky were both just like, JT and Wheeler, I mean, we're just both like, oh man, we've been fucking her nonstop, and I'm just like, oh my god, damn. So, oh my gosh. So, JT talks about how she isn't a real person, and that raping her and beating her and murdering her multiple times doesn't affect her and doesn't harm her in any way. So Ricky leaves, goes to the junkyard, sells his bike, and buys some bolt cutters, and then so he can free the dead girl while no one is around. And he goes there and he's like talking to her. He's like, "Hey, I'm gonna let you free," and she isn't like angry at him or anything. And he cuts the chains, and she doesn't attack him, and she can kind of understand him. And then suddenly she grabs his arm and like won't let go, and he's just kind of like fuck it and hides. As JT and Wheeler start to come in. So as the film reaches its about like last 40 or so minutes, will the dead girl ever be free? Will she ever die? And will JT ever stop? Um, Dead Girl is not your typical zombie flick. I'm gonna say that right now if it wasn't already obvious. People will either get this film and what it's actually kind of trying to convey as a message and think of it as a brilliant work of art, and others will just see it as some kind of new twist on torture porn films. Um, I see it as a work of art, honestly, because the whole meaning of the film is that teenagers are, especially male teenagers, are very sexually frustrated and cruel to really everybody. And I think I know what I'm talking about. I went to school for 4 or 5 years with those fucking Neanderthals. I know, I know that. I mean, if this shit was based on a true story, if it said it was based on a true story, I'd 100% believe it was. I mean, like actually based on a true story. Like they actually found a dead girl and they actually fucked the corpse and everything. I would believe it. I'd be like, yeah, teenagers would do something really fucked up like this. This seems like a movie that Larry Clark would make if he did a collaboration with York Garrett, the director of Necromantic. I would never see that. I would never see that collaboration happening, but it seems like something that both of them together would make. The acting, writing, effects, really everything is good in this movie, especially for its low budget. Very well made. It has that colorful yet monotone and dark kind of color scheme that D is for Dogfight had. Its movie's often called a disturbing film. I didn't find it all that disturbing, although there is a good amount of necrophilia, rape, and violence in the film, and one could possibly find it disturbing on the disturbing scale from 1 to 10, 1 being the least, 10 being the most. This is at least a 4 for me. Um, on the gore meter from 1 to 10, 1 being something like the Corpse Grinders, and 10 being something like Brain Dead, this movie's a 4 or 5. I mean, it doesn't really get extremely gory until like the last 10 or 15 minutes, but even then, it's not super bad. I mean, it's pretty bad. This isn't this isn't a fucking family film. I'll tell you that much. Really great zombie film. Highly recommended to fans of the zombie genre. Probably one of the best zombie films from the 21st century. And I think I can say that with all pride and confidence that some or a good amount of people that have seen this film will probably agree with me. Um, so before I do my thing and I sign off, I thought I'd give you guys a little update. Um, so uh, Monday, and please note I'm filming this at 1:43 a.m. So it is officially Wednesday, I believe. Yeah, it's officially Wednesday. So Monday, I went to the doctor because my toe was hurting, and I had an ingrown toenail. I had to get my whole fucking toenail removed, and I'm going to insert the picture right now. Okay, guys, welcome back. I'm sorry, I had to put that in there. Don't worry, I'm gonna put a little, like, I'm gonna try to put, like, skip ahead at least 10 seconds, um, kind of thing, or a warning saying, not safe for work content coming up. Because, yeah. So I had to get that removed, and as a result, I can't really do much around the house, and I can't go out much, so I will most likely be spending a lot of time on my computer, and I will probably be uploading more reviews a bit more often, which that completely throws a fucking monkey wrench into my workout schedule, but fuck it, I get to spend more time with you guys. Anyway, guys, I'm Biscuit Boo 69 signing off. Peace.
You're listening to a demo for